What's happening and when at the Paris Paralympics? The Paris Paralympics are fast approaching, and you can plan how to follow the 11 days of competition with our day-by-day guide. All times BST. A team of 215 athletes will represent Paralympics GB in the French capital with a target of 100 to 140 medals set by UK Sport. At the delayed Tokyo 2020 Games, held in 2021, the GB team finished second behind China in the medal table with 124 medals, including 41 golds. The Games start with the opening ceremony on Wednesday, 28th August, with the first medals to be decided the following day and action continuing until the closing ceremony on Sunday, 8 September. Day 1, Thursday, 29th August. 22 gold medals. Medal events, 22. Paracycling track, women's C45 500-meter time trial, C13 3000 individual pursuit, men's B 4000 individual pursuit, C1 3000 individual pursuit. Paraswimming, men's S9 400 meters freestyle, S1 100 meters backstroke, S2 100 meter backstroke, S14 100 meter butterfly, SB3 50 meter breaststroke, S10 50 meter freestyle, S13 100 meter butterfly, S5 200 meter freestyle, women's S9 400 meter freestyle, S2 100 meter backstroke, S14 100 meter butterfly, S6 50 meter freestyle, S10 50 meter freestyle, S13 100 meter butterfly, S5 200 meter freestyle. Para taekwondo, women K44 4 K44 52, men K44 58 key. Highlights: all eyes will be on where Britain's first gold of the Games will come from, and there are plenty of chances on the opening day of competition. The velodrome was a happy hunting ground for the GB team at the Olympics, and the Paralympic team will hope for similar. Kadeena Cox, who created history in Rio by winning golds in both cycling and athletics, goes in the women's C4R5 500 metin time trial, qualifying 11A final 14:50, aiming to retain her title after a turbulent build-up, which has included a calf injury and a relapse of her MS. Games debutante Daphne Schrager is a strong medal contender in the C13 individual pursuit, qualifying 11:58, final 15:29. She is world champion in the C2 division, but the Paris event is a combined one. And don't rule out the tandem pair of Steve Bate and Chris Latham in the B individual pursuit. They are world silver medalists, while Bate previously won gold and silver in the event with his former pilot Adam Duggleby. At the pool, both William Ellard and Olivia Newman-Baronius won gold in May's Open European Championships in Madeira in their respective S14 butterfly finals, and will be hoping to claim their first Paralympic medals, 1735 and 1742, with Newman-Baronius facing a stiff challenge from teammate Poppy Maskill. Tully Kearney won silver in the S5 200mm freestyle in Tokyo, finishing just 0.12 seconds behind China's Zhang Li, and will be hoping to go one better in Paris. The GB wheelchair rugby team will start the defence of their title with a tricky-looking tie against world champions and world number 1 ranked Australia, 10:30. While it is also the opening day of the wheelchair basketball with the GB men, who have won bronze at 4 of the past 5 games, starting against Germany, 09:30, with the women up against Spain, 11:45. And archer Jodie Grinham, who is 7 months pregnant, gets her women's individual compound open competition underway with the ranking round, 12A, before the knockout starts on Friday. World Watch, we could see one of the final Games appearances of a Paralympic great on day 1 in Paris. Spanish swimmer Teresa Perales made her debut in Sydney in 2000 and has 27 Paralympic medals over her career to make her the country's most successful Paralympian. Now 48, she will be aiming to make the final in the S2 backstroke, heats 09:26, final 17:10, where Singapore's Yip-Pin Xu is favourite for gold. Belarusian swimmer Ihar Boki, who will be competing as a neutral Paralympic athlete, has been the dominant figure in the S13 division with 16 gold medals. and will be chasing a fourth title in a row in the 100 meter butterfly 1903, with Alex Portal leading home hopes. And the first member of the Paralympic refugee team will be in action when Zakia Kudadadi takes to the mat in the K44 47 kg taekwondo event, bouts from Euro 9 Gri final 1934. Born in Afghanistan, she represented her country in Tokyo after being safely evacuated in the days prior to the Games. Since then, she has been based in France and won gold in her division at last year's European Championships. Did you know? Wheelchair rugby was originally called murder ball and was developed in Canada in the 1970s by athletes with quadriplegia. It was a demonstration sport in Atlanta in 1996, with the first medals awarded in Sydney 4 years later. Day 2, Friday 30th August. Medal events 42. Paracycling track, men's C4-5 1000 time trial, C2 3000 individual pursuit, C3 3000 individual pursuit, women's C4 3000 individual pursuit, B1000 time trial. Paraswimming, men's S5 100 meters freestyle, S4 100 meter freestyle, SM6 200 meter IM, S11 400 meter freestyle, SB9 100 meter breaststroke, S13 100 meter backstroke, SB8 100 meter breaststroke. Women's S5 100 meter freestyle, SM6 200 meter IM, S11 400 meter freestyle, SB9 100 meter breaststroke, S3 100 meter backstroke, SB8 100 meter breaststroke, mixed 20.4 50 meter freestyle. Para taekwondo, men's K44 63, K54 70, women's K4 57 kg, K4 6 Para table tennis, women's doubles WD14, WD5, shooting para sport R2, women's 10 meter AR standing SH1, P1, men's 10 meter air pistol SH1, R4, mixed 10 meter air rifle standing SH2, para athletics, women's F55 discus, F41 shot put, T11 long jump, T35 100 meters, F32 club throw, T52 400 meters, T37 100 meters, T47 100 meters, F37 shot put, men's T11 5000 meter, F38 javelin, T11 long jump, F55 shot put, T37 200 meter. Highlights: it is set to be another busy day at the swimming pool for the British team. Maisie Summers-Newton took over the mantle of Ellie Simmons by winning the SM6 200-meter individual medley in Tokyo and is strong favourite to maintain her dominance and retain her title, 17:01, having lowered her own world record in May. Another Tokyo defending champion Tully Kearney will aim to make it back-to-back wins in the S5 100 meters freestyle, 16:37, with teammate Susanna Hext also hoping to feature. The SB8 100 Miminor breaststroke 1912 looks to be a fascinating encounter with Britain's Brock Whiston going in fastest, but Ireland's defending champion Ellen Keane in her final race before retiring, and 16-year-old world champion Anastasia Dimitrov of Spain are big dangers. At the velodrome, Jody Cundy goes for gold in his 8th Paralympics in the C4-5 1000 meter time trial, qualifying 11:30, final 13:57, after switching his bike for the dance floor and Strictly Come Dancing last year. Cundy, who is a C4 rider, will be competing against less impaired C5 riders, including Spanish defending champion Alfonso Cabello, and will need to get somewhere close to his own world record to win a 9th Paralympic gold. In the men's C3 3000 meters individual pursuit, qualifying 12:30, final 15:18, defending champion Jacco van Gas and silver medalist Finn Graham will hope to battle it out for gold again, and in the women's B time trial, qualifying 13:12, final 15:34, 2023 world champions Sophie Unwin and pilot Jenny Hull, and the 2024 world champions Lizzie Jordan and Danny Kahn will aim to be in the final shake-up. After winning silver on her Paralympic debut in Tokyo, taekwondo star Beth Munro will aim to go one better in the K44 65 kg division, final 21:28. While 14-year-old table tennis player Bly Toomey and Fliss Pickard could figure in the women's doubles WD14 decider, 19 eggs, and shooter Ryan Cockbill will aim for success in the R4 mixed 10-meter air rifle event, qualifying 12:30, final 15:15. and archer Jodie Grinham, who is competing in Paris while 7 months pregnant, and teammate and defending champion Phoebe Patterson-Pine will hope to progress into the last 16 of the women's individual compound event, E8 ES. World Watch, the opening day of athletics will see 12 gold medals awarded. The first could go to Brazil in the T11 5000 Ms 0905, with Yeltsin Jacks a strong contender, but Japan's Kenya Karasawa is a threat. Tunisian Rawa Tlili will be bidding for her third F41 shot put title in a row, Ace 935, an event where she is also world champion. The women's and men's T11 long jump competitions both take place on day 1, 0949 and 18 Awuye. Competitors wear blindfolds and have to rely on audio indications from their guide, who stands near the sand. The stadium is also silent as the athletes leap into the unknown. And Brazil's Patricio Ferreira, the fastest Paralympian in the world, will be hoping to retain his T47 100 meters title 1830. He won world gold in 2023 and 24, and his world record stands at 10:29 seconds. Did you know? Lizzie Jordan is making her Paralympic debut for GB 7 years after losing her sight and almost her life from suspected food poisoning. The illness left her in a coma, and after she came out of it, she had to learn how to walk again, as well as dealing with the impact of her sight loss. But discovering her talent for paracycling has changed everything, and she and her pilot Danny Khan will hope to add Paralympic gold to their world title. Day 3, Saturday, 31 August. Medal events, 49. Paracycling track, women's C13 500 meters time trial, men's C13 100 minutes time trial, C4 4,000 meter individual pursuit, C5 4,000 individual pursuit, paraswimming, men's S12 100 meters backstroke, S14 200 meters freestyle, S8 100 meters backstroke, S13 400 meters freestyle, S1 50 meters backstroke, S2 50 meters backstroke, SM7 200 meters IM, S11 50 meters freestyle, women's S12 100 meters backstroke, S14 200 meters freestyle, S8 100 meters backstroke, S13 400 meters freestyle, S2 50 meters backstroke, SM7 200 meters IM, S11 50 meters freestyle, para taekwondo, men's K44, 80 key, K4 plié, women's K44 plus 65 key, para table tennis, men's doubles MD4, MD8, women's doubles WD10, W20, mixed doubles XD17, shooting para sport R1, men's 10-meter air rifle standing SH1, P2, women's 10-meter air pistol SH1, para athletics, women's F13 javelin, F57 discus, T44 5000 m, T64 long jump, T13 1500 F37 shot put, T11 400 m, T38 100 m, T47 400 m, see men's F12 shot put, T13 500 m, T46 1500 F57 javelin, F32 club throw, T38 100 m, T54 5000 m, F63 long jump, T12 100 meters. Para archery, women's individual D1 individual compound open. After missing the Tokyo Paralympics with an elbow injury and then having her right leg amputated below the knee because of constant pain, Alice Tai goes in the S8 100mm backstroke as the fastest in the world and a strong favourite to win her first individual Paralympic gold. Stephen Clegg, who is also chasing a first Paralympic gold, starts his programme in the S12 100mm backstroke, where he won bronze in Tokyo and world gold in 2023. And expect some strong GB performances in the S14 200 meters freestyle through William Ellard, Poppy Maskell, Olivia Newman-Baronius and Louise Fides, while 13-year-old Iona Winifrith, the youngest member of the GB team at the Games, will aim to make the final of the women's SM7 200 meters individual medley. Rising cycling star Archie Atkinson will be hoping to add the Paralympic title to his world gold in the C4 4000 m individual pursuit, qualifying 10:14, final 13:55, while Jacco Van Gas and Finn Graham will both be hoping to feature in the men's C13 1000 meter time trial, qualifying 09:19, final 13:07. At the Stade de France, both Thomas Young and Sophie Hahn will be aiming to hold on to their T38 100 metres crowns, 1835 and 1906. And after failing to win a medal in Rio and Tokyo, can a resurgent David Weir finish on the podium in the T54 5000 metres, 1925, where teammate Danny Sidbury could also be in the shake-up? In para-archery, the women's W1 comes to a climax, with Victoria Kingstone hoping to figure final 11:39, while in the women's compound, 19 highs, defending champion Phoebe Patterson-Pine and Jodie Grinham, who is 7 months pregnant, will hope to challenge for medals. GB will also be hoping for success at the Grand Palais, which is hosting the taekwondo with Tokyo bronze medalist Amy Truesdale in the plus 165 kilos, final 1948, and Matt Bush in the plus 80 kg division, 2002. And the doubles finals continue in the table tennis, with 14-year-old Bly Toomey and Joshua Stacey aiming to win medals in the mixed doubles XD17, 17 Sao, and Rob Davies and Tom Matthews in the men's doubles MD4, 16 Sao. World Watch. The Netherlands will be chasing a double in the women's T64 and men's T63 long jump finals, 10:18 and 19:35, through defending champion Fleur Jong and teenage star Joel de Jong. Defending champion Susanna Scaroni of the US and Swiss pair Manuela Scher and Catherine Debrunner will all hope to get onto the podium in the T54 5000 meters as 09:36. And at the pool, Brazil's Gabriel Araujo, known as Gabrielzinho, will be looking to retain his S250 backstroke crown, 1826, and add to his Paralympic titles. Did you know? In the compound open category, archers shoot at 50 metres on an ATC meditated target. The compound bow features mechanical pulleys, telescopic sights, and release aids to assist accuracy. Day 4, Sunday, 1st September. Medal events, 60. Paracycling track, men's B1000 metre time trial, women's B3000 metres individual pursuit, C5 3000 metres individual pursuit, open C15 750 metre team sprint. Paraswimming, men's SB6 100 metres breaststroke, S10 100 metre freestyle, SM8 200 metres EM, S11 100 backstroke, SM4 150 IM, SM3 150 IM, SB5 100 metre breaststroke. Women's SB6 100 metre breaststroke, S10 100 metre freestyle, SM8 200 metre IM, S11 100 metre backstroke, SM4 150 IM, SB5 100 metre breaststroke, mixed 100 metre freestyle relay, paratable tennis, men's doubles MD14, MD18, mixed doubles XD17, shooting parasport R3, mixed 10 metre air rifle prone SH1 R5, mixed 10 metre air rifle prone SH2, para athletics, women's T12 long jump, T64 discus, T36 200 metres, F20 shot put, T53 800, T84 800 metre, T35 200 metre, T34 javelin, T34 100 metre, T37 long jump, men's F53 shot put, F40 shot put, F52 discus, T47 high jump, T44 100 metre, T13 100 metre, T53 400 metre, T54 400 metre, T11 400 maze, para archery, men's individual dub 1, individual compound open, para triathlon, men's PTS3, PTS2, PTS5, PTS4, women's PTS2, PTS5, PTS4, para rowing, women's single sculls, PR1 men's single sculls, PR1 mixed double sculls, PR2 mixed doubles, PR3 mixed coxed, 4 PR3, boccia, women's individual BC2, men's individual BC2, para badminton, women's doubles WH12, men's doubles WH12. 3 years ago in Tokyo, husband and wife Neil and Laura Facci both won golds in the space of 16 minutes, and the pair will be hoping to repeat the feat on the final day of the track cycling programme in Paris, where they will be watched on by son Fraser, who was born in October 2022. Neil and pilot Matt Rotherham are world champions in the B1000 metre time trial, final 12:51, with teammates James Ball and Stephen Lloyd likely to be a big danger. Laura and Corinne Hall will also face a tough challenge in the B3000m individual pursuit, qualifying 10:22, final 13:31, against world champions and teammates Lizzie Jordan and Danny Kahn, and the 2023 world champions Sophie Unwin and Jenny Holl. And the GB team sprint team, likely to include Jodie Cundy and Kadeena Cox, will be hoping to beat a strong China side in the final event of the programme, 14:30. It is an early start for the triathletes with 7 of the 11 classes down for decision from 7:15. The races start in the River Seine, which was at the centre of controversy during the Olympics over its water quality with training cancelled and the men's race delayed by a day. The rivalry between former swimming teammates Lauren Steadman and Claire Cashmore will continue in the PTS 5 event. The British pair won gold and bronze in Tokyo, with American Grace Norman, the Rio champion, finishing second. It is also a busy morning for the rowers as their competition reaches its climax with Lauren Rolls, aiming for a third consecutive gold, and Greg Stevenson strong favourites in the mixed double sculls, 10:50, while the PR3 mixed coxed 4, 11:30, will be hoping to continue GB's unbeaten record in the class at major championships, which goes back to 2011. At the pool, there could be double breaststroke success for GB with Maisie Summers-Newton defending her SB6 title, 16:37, while Grace Harvey will hope to go one better than her Tokyo silver in the SB5 event, 18:51. Brock Whiston should be up against American legend Jessica Long in the SMA 200mm medley final, 17:07, while the mixed S14 400mm freestyle team are well fancied to retain the title GB won in Tokyo, 1913, although this year's team will be a brand new quartet. Wheelchair racer Hannah Cockcroft goes for her 4th consecutive T34 100 mesimtal title, 1933. With Kerr Adenigan hoping to claim another medal, while world champion Sabrina Fortune goes into the F20 shot put, 18 says, in good form having improved her own world record in July. Boccia player Claire Taggart will be aiming to win the first women's BC2 Paralympic title, 18:35, while the wheelchair rugby tournament reaches the semi-final stage, 12:30 and 18:30, with defending champions GB hoping to figure. World Watch. The home crowd will be cheering on French triathlete Alexis Hanquin-Quant as he hopes to continue his dominance in the PTS4 event. Hanquin-Quant, who had his leg amputated in 2013 after a work accident, was always a keen sportsman and made his Paralympic debut in Tokyo, finishing almost 4 minutes clear of his nearest rival, and is the man to beat in the division. American high jumper Roderick Townsend is the star of the T47 event, and he goes for a 3rd title in a row, 18:28. After the retirement of Ireland's Jason Smith, there will be a new champion in the T13 100 minutes with Tokyo runner-up Skander Jamil Athmani of Algeria and the T12 gold medalist Salem Agazi Kashafali of Norway bidding to lead the charge. Did you know? Lauren Rolls started her sporting career as a wheelchair racer before switching to rowing in 2015 and winning gold at the Rio Paralympics the next year with Lawrence Whiteley. In March, her partner Jude Hamer, who has represented GB in wheelchair basketball at the Paralympics, gave birth to their son Noah. And Rolls has been passionate in speaking about sexuality, diversity, and representation. Day 5, Monday, September. Medal events, 54. Paraswimming, men's S7 400mm freestyle, S9 50m freestyle, S3 50m freestyle, SB14 100mm breaststroke, S13 50m freestyle, SB4 100m breaststroke, S2 200m freestyle. Women's S7 400m freestyle, S3 50m freestyle, SB14 100m breaststroke, S13 50m freestyle, SB4 100m breaststroke, mixed 34.4 100m medley. Shooting parasport, P3, mixed 20-foot pistol, SH1, para-athletics, men's T12 long jump, F56 discus, T34 100, F41 shot put, F64 javelin, T35 100, T36 long jump, FLN shot put, T63 100, T64 100, women's TLF 1500, F54 shot put, F53 discus. Para-archery, mixed team D1 team compound open. Para-triathlon, men's PTWC, PTVI, women's PTWC, PTVI. Boccia, women's individual BC1, BC3, BC4, men's individual BC1, BC3, BC4. Para-badminton, women's singles SL3, DH1, SL4, DH2, SU5, SH6, men's singles SL3, SL4, DH1, SU5, DH2, SH6, mixed doubles SL3, SU5, SH6, wheelchair rugby, team. Highlights. After narrowly missing out on gold in Tokyo when badminton made its Paralympic debut, Dan Bethel will hope to figure in the final of the SL3 event, ISO 730 14 Tau, with defending champion Pramod Bhagat out after being suspended by the Court of Arbitration for Sport for a whereabouts failure. In the same session, Jack Shepherd and Rachel Chung will hope to figure in, the SH6 mixed doubles decider, with all GB athletes chasing their nation's first gold medal in the sport. The second day of the triathlon, ISO 715, sees 4 more golds, and Dave Ellis and guide Luke Pollard will bid to make up for Tokyo heartbreak, where they went in as favourites in the men's PTVI event, but suffered a mechanical failure on the bike leg, which ended their race. In the women's PTVI, Alison Peasgood won silver in Rio, but was 4th in Tokyo. She is back at the top level after having son Logan last August and will be aiming to impress again with guide Brooke Gillies. Ellie Chalice was Britain's youngest medalist at the Tokyo Games when she won silver in the S3 50mm backstroke in Tokyo, aged 17, and she will hope to go one better, this time 17:05, while Louise Fides has a good medal chance in the SB14 100mm breaststroke, 17:20. At the Stade de France, the Blade Runners take centre stage with the men's T63 and T64 100m finals, 1937 and 2035. Can Johnny Peacock win a third gold medal? The Briton took joint bronze in Tokyo after back-to-back titles in London and Rio. There are 6 boccia golds up for decision, with David Smith hoping to secure a third BC1 title in a row at his 5th Games, 10:40, while it's also the wheelchair rugby decider, 18:30, an event where GB won a historic gold in Tokyo. Worldwatch, Italy's Valentina Petrillo, who is believed to be the first openly transgender athlete to compete at the Paralympics, will start her campaign in the opening round of the T12 400mm 1944, an event where she won bronze at last year's World Championships in Paris. While Hannah Cockcroft has dominated the women's T34 100mm, Tunisia's Walid Katila has the same standing in the men's T34 sprint, and he will chase a 4th consecutive title, 10:11. And in the pool, American Morgan Stickney will start as favourite for the S7 400mm freestyle, 16:40, with Simone Barlam of Italy hoping to defend his S9 50m freestyle crown, 16:52. Did you know? Para-badminton has been played internationally since the 1990s, with the first World Championship taking place in the Netherlands in 1998. It made its Paralympic debut in Tokyo with 14 events, and the Paris programme has been increased to 16. Day 6, Tuesday, September. Medal events, 50. Paraswimming, men's S7 100m backstroke, S9 100m backstroke, S4 200m freestyle, S6 50m butterfly, S5 50m backstroke, S11 200m IM, S13 200m IM, S10 100m butterfly, women's S9 100m backstroke, S6 50m butterfly, S5 50m backstroke, S11 200m tour, IM SM11, S3 100m freestyle, SM13 200m IM, S10 100m butterfly. Shooting parasport, R7, men's 50m rifle, 3 positions, SH1 R8, women's 50m rifle, 3 positions, S81, para-athletics, men's T47 long jump, T11 1500m, T13 1500m, T51 200m, T36 400m, T37 long jump, F20 shot put, F32 shot put, T38 400m, T63 high jump, F46 javelin, T20 400m, T54 1500m, women's F56 javelin, F34 shot put, F11 discus, T12 400m, T54 1500m, T24 hump, T64 200m, T11 100m, T13 100m, T47 100m, T37 400m, para table tennis, men's singles MS5, para archery, women's individual recurve open, para equestrian, grade 1 Grand Prix test, grade 2 Grand Prix test, grade 3 Grand Prix test. Wheelchair fencing, men's sabre category A, sabre category B, women's sabre category A, sabre category B. Highlights: Para-equestrian has been a successful sport for GB at previous games, and the team will be hoping that the Chateau de Versailles can be another happy hunting ground. The opening day of action features the Grand Prix tests, with debutant Marie Durward Ackhurst going in the Grade 1 event, while Georgia Wilson will be in action in Grade 2 and Natasha Baker in Grade 3s. Baker will be aiming for her 7th Paralympic gold after returning to action following the birth of son Joshua in April 2023. Back in 2021, swimmer Faye Rogers competed at the Olympic trials, but did not make the GB team for Tokyo. That September, she was injured in a car accident which left her with permanent damage to her arm, but she found paraswimming and is world champion in the S10 100-meter butterfly and will be aiming to add the Paralympic title, 1928, with teammate Callie Ann Warrington, also a good medal contender. Ellie Chalice will hope to come away with something from the S3 100mm freestyle, 1828, while Tully Kearney goes into the S5 50-meter backstroke, 1734, as the fastest in the world this year. On the track, it could be another battle between David Weir and Swiss rival Marcel Hug in the men's 1500 meters, 1954. Dimitri Couture and Piers Gilliver have been leading the GB Wheelchair Fencing Challenge, and they start their busy programmes with the Sabre B 1950 and Sabre A 2040 events, while Gemma Collis will go in the Women's Sabre A 2105. And the men's wheelchair basketball reaches the quarter-final stage from 13:45 as the GB team bid to claim another medal. World Watch. In athletics, expect plenty of interest around the women's T12 400mm final, 11:10, which could feature Italian transgender sprinter Valentina Petrillo. Los Angeles teenager Ezra Frisch will be aiming to win Paralympic gold, aged 19, in the T63 men's high jump, 1920. And he is also tipped to be one of the faces of the 2028 Games, while his 20-year-old teammate Jaden Blackwell is the favourite for the T38 400mm 1821. Swiss pair Catherine Debrunner and Manuela Schaer should be among the leading figures in the women's T54 1500m 1120. And Italian swimmers Carlotta Gilli and Stefano Raimondi will be key medal hopes for their nation in the women's SM13 200m IM 1859 and men's S10 butterfly 1928 respectively. Did you know Ezra Frisch's mother Bahar Sumek starred in the Saw movie franchise and the Oscar-winning movie Crash? In 2006, Frisch's family founded Team Ezra, an organization that supports people with physical disabilities, and also established Angel City Sports and the Angel City Games in 2013, providing free sports training for children and adults with disabilities. Day 7, Wednesday, 4 September. Medal events, 63. Paracycling Road, Women's C13, C4, C5, B, H13, H45, T12. Time trials. Men's C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, B, H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, T12 time trials. Para-equestrian, Grade 4 Grand Prix test, Grade V Grand Prix test. Para-swimming, men's S12 100-meter freestyle, SM14 200 meters IM, S8 400-meter freestyle, SB2 50-meter breaststroke, S7 men's 50-meter freestyle, women's S12 100-meter freestyle, SM14 200-meter IM, S8 400-meter freestyle, SB3 50-meter breaststroke, S7 100-meter freestyle, S9 100-meter freestyle, mixed 49.4 100-meter freestyle relay. Para-athletics, women's F41 discus, F46 shot put, F32 shot put, T36 100-meter, T53 100-meter, T54 100-meter men's F46 shot put, javelin F34, 400-meter T37, long jump T38, 100-meter T53, club throw F51, 100-meter T54, long jump T64, shot put F36. Wheelchair fencing, men's foil category A, foil category B, women's foil category A, foil category B. Para powerlifting, women's 41, 45, men's 49, 54 key. Wheelchair tennis, quad doubles, para-archery, men's individual recurve open, para-table tennis, women's singles WS5, WS10, men's singles MS10, shooting parasport P4, mixed 50 pistol SH1, R9 mixed 50mm rifle prone SH2. Highlights. Day 7 will be the first chance to see Britain's most successful Paralympian Sarah Storey at Paris 2024. The 17-time gold medalist across swimming and cycling opted out of the track programme to concentrate on the road, and she starts her campaign for gold number 18 in the C5 time trial from 07A, an event where she has won gold at every Games since her cycling debut in 2008. The Women's B time trial could also be a good one for GB, with Tokyo silver medalists Laura Facci and Corinne Hall, and the 2023 World Silver medalists Sophie Unwin and Jenny Hole, aiming for gold. Ben Watson, Jacko Van Gass and Finn Graham will be aiming for a clean sweep in the men's C3 time trial, while Archie Atkinson will be chasing hard in the C4 event. Scottish wheelchair racer Sammy Kinghorn will be hoping to become the first non-Chinese athlete to win the T53 100mm title, 1936, since Tanni Gray-Thompson triumphed in Athens in 2004. Kinghorn won world gold in 2023, but China's Fang Gao and Hongjuan Zhou and Switzerland's Catherine Debrunner will be big dangers. Another Scott Stephen Clegg should be among the main challengers in the S12 100 Minners freestyle final 16:30, while Poppy Maskill and Olivia Newman-Baronius are the fastest two in the world this year in the SM14 200 millipedus IM 16:51, and Rhys Darby and William Ellard could figure in the men's race 16:43. Alice Tai has previously been a 5100-metre specialist, but swimming the Channel in 2023 has helped her grow to love the longer distances, and she will hoping for a medal in the S8 400-metre freestyle, 17:24, alongside Brock Whiston. Powerlifter Zoe Newson be hoping to lift her way to a third Paralympic medal when she goes in the 45 kg division, 16 Sao, while para-equestrian rider Sophie Wells will also be aiming to add to her 6 individual medals in the Grade 5 Grand Prix test. Session starts 8:30. The GB women will hope to feature in the wheelchair basketball quarter-finals from 12:45, while the first wheelchair tennis medals will be decided at Roland Garros in the quad doubles from 11:30, where Andy Lapthorne and Greg Slade will hope to be in contention. World Watch, Germany's Markus Rehm, best known as the Blade Jumper, will start as strong favourite to win his 4th Paralympic long jump title in the T64 category, 18:26. Rehm, who lost his right leg below the knee in a wakeboarding accident in 2003 and jumps using a bladed prosthesis, has been the star of para-athletics, constantly pushing the boundaries of his event. However, he is unable to compete at the Olympics because it was ruled that jumping off his prosthesis gives him an advantage over non-amputees. His current world record stands at 8.72 May, the 9th longest jump of all time. His 2024 best is 8.44 May, a distance which would have won Olympic silver in Paris and gold at the previous 4 Games. Did you know? As well as standard racing bikes with modifications where required and tandems, the paracycling road programme also features hand cycling and trike races. A handcycle has 3 wheels, and riders use the strength of their upper limbs to operate the chainset. It is used by cyclists with spinal cord injuries or with one or both lower limbs amputated. Tricycles are used by riders with locomotor dysfunction and balance issues, such as cerebral palsy or hemiplegia. Day 8, Thursday, 5 September. Medal events 63, Para-athletics, women's F35 shot put, T38 long jump, F57 shot put, T37 100 meters, F64 shot put, T63 long jump, T12 100, T53 400 meter, T54 400, F33 shot put, men's T12 400 meter, T13 400, F11 discus, F64 discus, T1100, T53 800 meter, F35 shot put, T54 800 meter, F13 javelin. Shooting parasport, R6 mixed 15 rifle prone, SH1. Paraswimming, women's SB7 100 meter breaststroke, S10 400 meter freestyle, SB11 100 meter breaststroke, SM9 200 IM, SB13 100 meter breaststroke, SB12 100 meter breaststroke, S8 50 meter freestyle, men's S5 50 meter freestyle, S6 100 meter freestyle, SB thumb 100 meter breaststroke, SM9 200 meter EM, SB thumb 100 meter breaststroke, mixed 4S 50 meter medley, 20 point. Powerlifting, women's up to 50 kg up to 55, men's up to 59 kg up to 65. Boccia, mixed BC1-2 team, mixed BC3 pairs, mixed BC4 pairs. Wheelchair tennis, women's doubles, quad singles. Para-table tennis, men's MS2 singles, MS3 singles, MS11 singles, women's WS7 singles, WS11 singles. Wheelchair fencing, women's foil team, men's foil team. Paracycling road, men's H12 road race, H3 road race, H4 road race, H5 road race. Women's H14 road race, H5 road race. Goalball, women's final, men's final. Para-archery, mixed team recurve open. Para-judo, women 48 kg in J1, 48 kg in J2, 57 kg J1, men 60 kg J1, 60 kg J2. Highlights: GB will be hoping for success at different ends of the experience scale on Day 8 in Paris. Discus thrower Dan Greaves will be hoping to win his 7th medal at his 7th Games in the F64 event, 1804, having made his debut in Sydney in 2000 aged 18 and winning a gold, 2 silvers and 3 bronzes over his career. Teammate Harrison Walsh will also be challenging for a medal. And in the pool, 13-year-old Iona Winifrith, the youngest member of the GB team, has a strong chance of a medal in the SB7 100-minute breaststroke 16:30 at her first Games. It could be a good day for the GB throwers. Along with Greaves and Walsh, Dan Pembroke defends his F13 javelin title, 1945, having won 2 world titles since his gold in Tokyo in 2021. While Funmi Oduwai will hope to challenge in the F64 women's shot put 10:43. A throw around her season's best of 11.82 could put the former basketball player in the medal mix, and Anna Nicholson will be hoping for a first major medal in the F35 shot put in 9 day, having smashed her PB earlier this summer. Also in the field, Olivia Breen in the T38 long jump 0904 and Sammy Kinghorn in the T53 400 meters 1825 on the track will be aiming to add to their Paralympic medals. Shooter Matt Skelhon won Paralympic gold on his debut in Beijing in 2008 and goes into the R6 mixed 50 meters rifle prone SH1 event as reigning world and European champion and will be aiming to hold all 3 titles at once, qualifying 8:30, final 10:45. In the pool, Becky Redfern will be cheered on by 4-year-old son Patrick as she hopes to make it 3rd time lucky in the SB13 100-minute breaststroke 18:22 after silvers in Rio and Tokyo. Powerlifters Olivia Broom and Mark Swan will be hoping for medals in the women's 50 kg, 11 sail and men's 65 kg, 17:35 events, while the Boccia team finals take place with GB, hoping to figure in the BC1-2 team, a 16 say, and the BC3 mixed pairs, 20 May, and the men's basketball semi-finals will ensure plenty of excitement, 15 air and 20:30. World Watch, sprinter Timothy Adolphe is one of the big home hopes for success at the Stade de France, and he will be aiming to shine in the T11 100 meters final, 18:08, for athletes with little or no vision. As well as his athletics career, Adolphe is also a talented hip-hop artist and was signed up by fashion house Louis Vuitton for a Games advertising campaign where he joined Olympic swimming star Léon Marchand. In the pool, Germany's Elena Semechin and American Ali Truitt will both be hoping to claim medals after challenging times. Semechin won gold at Tokyo 2020 under her maiden name of Krauso, but months later was diagnosed with a malignant brain tumour. Now back to full fitness, she goes in the SB12 100 meters breaststroke, 18:29. Truitt could be a big challenger in the 400 meters S10 freestyle final, 16:50, just over a year after losing her leg below the knee in a shark attack in the Caribbean. Did you know? Boccia is one of 2 Paralympic sports, along with goalball, which does not have an Olympic counterpart. Similar to pétanque, it is played by athletes in wheelchairs who have an impairment that affects their motor function. The name comes from the Italian word for ball, and the sport made its Paralympic debut in 1984 and is played by athletes from more than 70 countries. Day 9, Friday, 6 September. Medal events, 57. Para-athletics, women's T47 long jump, F12 shot put, T20 1500 metre, F38 discus, T64 100, F46 javelin, T20 long jump, men's F54 javelin, T20 15, T52 100, T64 high jump, F37 discus, F57 shot put, T62 forehand, T51 wonder, mixed 4x100 minutes universal relay. Paracycling road, men's C45 road race, B road race, women's C45 road race, B road race, para-equestrian, team test, para-powerlifting, men's up to 72 kg up to 80, women's up to 61 up to 67 kg, wheelchair tennis, men's doubles, women's singles, para-table tennis, men's MS1 singles, MS6 singles, MS7 singles, women's WS1-2 singles, WS3 singles, para-swimming, men's S6 400 metres freestyle, S5 50 metre butterfly, S10 100 metre backstroke, S9 100 metre butterfly, S14 100 metre backstroke, S3 50 metre freestyle, S4 50 metre freestyle, S11 100 metre butterfly, S8 100 metre freestyle, women's S6 400 metre freestyle, S5 50 metre butterfly, S10 100 metre backstroke, S9 100 metre butterfly, S14 100 metre backstroke, S4 50 metre freestyle. Wheelchair fencing, men's Epi A, Epi B, women's Epi A, Epi B, sitting volleyball, men's final, para-judo, women's 57 kg J2, 70 kg J1, 70 kg J2, men's 73 kg J1, 73 kg J2. Highlights: Sarah Story goes for another Paralympic gold as she bids to retain her title in the C405 road race from 08:30, while Tokyo silver medalist Sophie Unwin and Jenny Hull will aim to go one better in the women's B race, with Archie Atkinson aiming for a medal in the men's C405 event. Jonathan Broome-Edwards bids to retain his T64 high jump title, 10:45, while Holly Arnold will be hoping to regain her T46 javelin crown, 18:18, after finishing third in Tokyo before winning 2 world titles in 2023 and 2024. Jeanette Chippington, the oldest member of the Paralympics GB team in Paris aged 54, is among the GB para-canoeists getting their campaigns underway. She goes in the heats of the VL2 Once 20 before the preliminaries of the KL1 10:25. GB will hope to continue their dominance in the para-equestrian team test from 8:30, having won every gold since it was introduced into the Games in 1996. It could also be a big day in the wheelchair fencing at the Grand Palais, with Piers Gilliver aiming to retain his épée, a crown, 1950, and both Dimitri Kutia in the épée B, 1840, and Gemma Collis in the women's épée A, 2025, also in good form. Alfie Hewitt has won everything in wheelchair tennis, apart from a Paralympic gold medal, and he and Gordon Reid will hope to figure in the men's doubles decider from 12:30 after winning silver in both Rio and Tokyo. Table tennis player Will Bailey will hope to be involved in the MS7 singles final, 18:15, and win again after Rio gold and Tokyo silver, while Rio champion Rob Davies and Tokyo bronze medalist Tom Matthews could figure in the MS1 singles decider, 13 Asau. Poppy Maskell will be aiming for gold in the pool in the S14 100 meters backstroke, 18:08. Bethany Firth won 3 golds in the event, one for Ireland in 2012 before switching nationalities and triumphing for GB in Rio and Tokyo, but she will not be in Paris, having recently given birth. World Watch, US sprinter Hunter Woodhall watched on proudly in Paris in August as his wife Tara Davis. Woodhall won Olympic long jump gold, and he will hope to match her achievement in the T62 400mm 1833. His Paralympic plans were hampered by a bout of COVID after the Olympics, but Woodhall, who claimed bronze in the event in Tokyo, will be hoping to be fully fit. Dutch wheelchair tennis star Dider de Groot will be favourite to retain her women's singles title at Roland Garros from 12:30 after a 2024 which has already yielded Australian Open, French Open and Wimbledon titles. And in the pool, Italy's Simone Barlam will be hoping for another successful night in the Esme 100 butterfly 1734 with Ireland's Barry McClements bidding to figure. Did you know? Para-equestrian teams are made up 3 athletes, at least one of which must be a Grade 1 as Thai or 3 Sai, and no more than 2 athletes within a team may be the same grade. Each combination rides the set test for their grade, which is scored as per the individual test. No scores are carried over from the previous test. The scores of all 3 team members are combined to produce a team total, and the nation with the highest total takes gold. In Grade 1 to 3, athletes ride in smaller dressage arenas compared with Grade 4 to V, and the difficulty of tests increases with the grade. Grade 1 athletes perform tests at a walk, while Grades 2 and the 3rd can walk and trot. In Grades 4 and 5, they perform tests at a walk, trot, canter, and do lateral work. Day 10, Saturday, 7th September. Medal events 75. Para-athletics, men's T3 long jump, F34 shot put, T84 800, T85 200, T87 200, T86 100, F41 javelin, F33 shot put, T3 long jump, T88 5000, T64 200, FC3 shot put, T87 400, women's F54 javelin, T13 400 F40 shot put, T11 200 T12 200 T47 200 T34 800 T38 400 T63 100, paracycling road, women's C13 road race, T12 road race, men's C13 road race, T12 road race, mixed H15 team relay, para-canoe, men's KL1, KL2, KL3, women's VL2, VL3, para-equestrian, Grade 1 freestyle test, Grade 2 freestyle test, Grade 3 freestyle test, Grade 5 freestyle test, Grade 5 freestyle test. Para-judo, men's 90 kg J1, 90 kg J2, plus 90 kg J1, plus 90 kg J2, women's plus 70 kg J1, plus 70 kg J2. Para-powerlifting, women's up to 73 kg, up to 79, men's up to 8 up to 97 kg. Wheelchair tennis, men's singles. Para-swimming, men's SM10 200 ml IM, S6 100 ml backstroke, S8 100 ml butterfly, 7 50 ml butterfly, S4 50 ml backstroke, S12 100 ml butterfly, S3 200 ml freestyle. Women's SM10 200 ml IM, S6 100 ml backstroke, S8 100 ml butterfly, S7 50 ml butterfly, S4 50 ml backstroke, S11 100 ml freestyle, SM5 200 ml IM, mixed 34.4 100 ml freestyle relay. Para-table tennis, men's MS4 singles, MS8 singles, MS9 singles, women's WS4 singles, US6 singles, US8 singles, US9 singles. Wheelchair fencing, women's EP team, men's EP team. Wheelchair basketball, men's final, blind football, final, sitting volleyball, women's final. Highlights. The final day of the track athletics programme should see 2 of Britain's most successful and high-profile athletes in action. Hannah Cockcroft goes in as favourite for the T34 800 Memento 1920, an event where she is 2-time defending champion and unbeaten in the event at major championships since 2014. Shot putter Aled Sion Davies took bronze in the event at London 2012, but is unbeaten ever since and goes into the F63 final 1925 as number 1 in the world, while Zach Skinner will hope to make up for 4th in Tokyo with a medal in the T13 long jump in 9:00. Tokyo gold medal winning canoeist Emma Wiggs will be hoping to retain her VL2 title 10:52, while Charlotte Henshaw, who also won gold in Tokyo, and Winter Paralympian Hope Gordon could be fighting it out in the VL3 event 11:36, a new addition to the programme in Paris. Britain's 3 judoka will all be in action. Tokyo gold medalist Chris Skelly in the plus 90 kg J2 division, final 17-13, after Dan Powell and Evan Malloy bid for glory in the 90 kg J1, 14-32, and 90 kg J2, 16-09 divisions. Ben Watson and Finn Graham could fight it out again in the men's C13 road race from 8:30 after winning gold and silver in Tokyo, while Daphne Schrager and Fran Brown go in the women's race. The para-equestrian events conclude with the freestyle events from 08:30, involving the top 8 combinations in each grade from the individual tests earlier in the programme. The final night of the swimming could see butterfly success for both Alice Tai in the women's S8 100-metre event, 17:07, and for Stephen Clegg in the men's S12 100-metre, 18:23. The latter was edged out for gold in Tokyo by 0.06 seconds. Alfie Hewitt and Gordon Reid will be hoping to figure in the men's singles medal matches in the wheelchair tennis at Roland Garros from 12:30, while at the Bercy Arena, the men's wheelchair basketball programme comes to a climax, 20:30. World Watch. American Ellie Marks was due to compete at the 2014 Invictus Games in London, but instead a respiratory infection left her in a coma in Papworth Hospital in Cambridge. She recovered and after winning 4 golds at the Invictus Games in 2016, presented one of the gold medals to the hospital staff who saved her life. She made her Paralympic debut in Rio, winning breaststroke gold, and in Tokyo claimed S6 backstroke gold, and will aim to defend her title, 16:53. Italy will hope for another para-athletics clean sweep in the T63 100-metre 2022, where Ambra Sabatini, Martina Caironi and Monica Contraffatto finished in the medal positions in Tokyo and again at the 2023 and 2024 Worlds. And at the Eiffel Tower Stadium, Brazil will be hoping to continue their dominance in the blind football tournament in the gold medal match, 19 ads. Did you know? Blind football teams are made up of 4 outfield players and 1 goalkeeper, who is sighted. Matches are divided into 2 20-minute halves and played on a pitch measuring 40 metres x 20 metres, with boards running down both sidelines to keep the ball, which has rattles built in so players can locate it within the field of play. In attack, the footballers are aided by a guide who stands behind the opposition goal. Spectators are asked to stay silent during play, and when players move towards an opponent, go in for a tackle, or are searching for the ball, they say "voy" or a similar word. Day 11, Sunday, 8th of September. Medal events, 14. Para-athletics, men's T54 marathon, T12 marathon, women's T54 marathon, T12 marathon. Para-canoe, women's KL1, KL2, KL3, men's VL2, VL3. Para-powerlifting, women's up to 86 kilos over 86 kg, men's up to 111 over 107. Wheelchair basketball, women's final. Highlights. On the final day, action returns to the streets of the French capital with the marathons from Euro 7A, which will include a 185-metre climb and link Seine-Saint-Denis, the area at the heart of the Games, and central Paris. As the race nears its end, the competitors will pass through Place de la Concorde, which hosted the opening ceremony, before heading up the Champs-Élysées and its cobbles to the Arc de Triomphe, and the finish line at the Esplanade des Invalides, which was also the Olympic marathon finish. Eden Rainbow Cooper made a major breakthrough when she won the Boston Marathon in April and will hope to shine on the Paris streets along with David Weir, who famously won in London but was 5th in Tokyo after failing to finish in Rio. GB will be hoping for canoe success with defending KL2 champion Charlotte Henshaw and KL3 champion Laura Sugar, both hoping to be on top of the podium again, 10:41 and 11:07. And could model and Mr. England winner Jack Ayers land a medal in the VL3 final, 11:33. World Watch, the final day of powerlifting sees the heavyweights take to the stage. The women's up to 86 kg or 935 and over 86 kg divisions, 13 now, and the men's up to 107 kg a weight out and over 107 kg, 1435, the final gold medal before the closing ceremony. In the over 107 kg division in Tokyo, Jordan's Jamil El-Shebli and Mansour Pourmirzai of Iran both lifted 240 kg, almost 38 stone in old money, with El-Shebli winning gold on countback. China's Deng Xuemei lifted 153 kg to take the women's over 86 kg, and you can expect plenty of big lifts again this time around. The women's wheelchair basketball also takes centre stage with the Netherlands, aiming to retain the title they won for the first time in Tokyo. Final 12:45. Subscribe our channel for more updates.